Friends, today we'll discuss deflection in trusses by strain energy method. Rather, it is a unit load method. The problem statement is like this: calculate the vertical deflection at point C for the frame shown in figure. Take E is equal to 200 kilonewton per millimeter square, and the cross section of each member is such that it is subjected to a stress of 100 Newton per millimeter square. So this is a frame. Each panel is 5 meter and height of the frame is also 5 meter. So let us first calculate the reaction. So reactions are at A it is 100 kilonewton and at B it is 50 kilonewton. These are found by taking the moments at A and B respectively. The included angle that is 45 degrees at for all the inclined members. Now let us find the forces in the members by method of joints. First I will take joint A, cutting sum of all the forces vertically to 0. We have FA is equal to 141.42 kilonewton, which is compressive, and sigma Fx equal to 0. FAE cos 45 will be equal to FAB, that is 100 kilonewton. Coming to right hand side support, that is joint D, we have sum of all the vertical forces equal to 0, that is FFD sin 45 is equal to 50 kilonewton. Therefore FFD is equal to 70.7 kilonewton compressive. Equating all the forces horizontally equal to 0, we have FFD cos 45 will be equal to FCD. So FCD will be equal to 50 kilonewton tensile. Coming to joint C, we have equating vertical forces equal to 0. At C, only vertical member is CF, and there is no contracting load or member, so member CF will be 0. And equating horizontal forces, we have FCD will be equal to FBC. So FBC will be equal to 50 kilonewton, that is tensile. Then considering joint F, FFT sin 45 will be equal to FFB cos 45. Therefore FFB will be equal to 70.7 kilonewton tensile. And horizontally, if we resolve, FFB cos 45 plus FEF plus FFT cos 45 must be equal to 0. From this we get FFB is equal to 100 kilonewton, which is compressive. Then joint E and joint B, we will be calculating the forces in the remaining members as follows. Then this is the total list of all the forces of the truss due to applied load. So the member CF is having 0 force and others are having respective forces. Then applying unit load method, so we require deflection at point C. So apply unit load of 1 at C and again find the forces in all the members. First finding the reactions. Reaction at A will be 0.33 and reaction at D will be 0.67. So these are the forces in the members, again by method of joints. At every joint we have to resolve the forces. Then next listing the forces, positive for compression, negative for tension I have taken. So here you can see that the P by A is already given in the problem, that is 100. So for AB, BC, CD, AE and BE, all these forces are having tension, so the stress will be tensile, so I have taken it as negative. Then in case of K, that is forces in the member due to unit load, so that is I have taken. Then multiplying PKL by A, we get the total as 1834.624. So deflection at C will be equal to sigma PKL by AE. P is the force in the member due to applied load. K is force in the member due to unit load at C. L is the length of the member. A is the cross-sectional area of the member, and E is the Young's modulus of elasticity. In this problem, P by A is already given as 100, and if you take, that is 1834.624 divided by 200, it will be 9.173 mm. That is the vertical deflection at point C. Thank you.